Hello and welcome to today's course. I'm Prince Kweko. In this class, I'll be showing you how to run a full website audit. An SEO audit is a process for evaluating the search engine optimization of your website in the number of areas. For this class, I'll be using Blog for Techies as a case study. It's an upcoming tech blog that I'm developing, so watch out for it. The first thing you should do is to run a technical analysis. This would help you find out what's wrong on your website, the strengths, the weakness, and things you should improve. For this, I'll be making use of a free tool called SEO Optima. SEO Optima crawls your entire website and runs tests around the 5 major points: search engine optimization, visibility, performance, social signals, and security. And it gives you a rating of A+ to F-, A+ being the best possible score and F- being the worst score. So I'm going to type in my URL and click on audit. So this is the results for our website. So we got a D+, search engine optimization D-, usability A, performance C, social F-, security A+. So we're going to go through all these checklists one by one, and then I'll lead you through on the process of how to fix each and every one of them. So we'll be starting from our HTML header, the title tags, and meta description tags. Now, Blog for Techies is built on WordPress, so most of the changes that I'll be doing here are WordPress based. I'll be installing lots of plugins and all of that. But then, basically, no matter the kind of website that you are working on, or the kind of websites that, the kind of content management system that your website is built on, it's basically still the same process. So let's start from the very beginning. HTML header. I'll have to edit my title and description tags. Now to do this, I'll need to log into my WordPress dashboard. And so let me do that. So I'm logged into the WordPress dashboard. So I'm going to go to the plugins tab. Then I'll add a new plugin. I'm going to search for SEO Yoast plugin. Then once it pops up, I'm going to install and activate the plugin. So once the plugin is activated, we're going to go back to your home page. And edit the page. So at the end of the page, you'd see a widget named Yoast SEO. And this is where I'll be making my changes. I'll go ahead and save this now. But before that, I want to add a focus keyword. I want to make my focus keyword to be tech. Okay, then I'll update the page. As you can see, it has a green SEO light, which means that the page is fully optimized. So we are done with our title tag and the meta description. So next we have backlinks. Now we have a very low amount of backlinks on this website because it's a relatively new website. Now increasing your backlinks is not something that can be done instantaneously overnight. It's something that you work on for days and weeks and months and possibly even years before you can achieve. So it's something that needs to, a lot of work has to be put into it. So basically what you want to do is to reach out to other blogs in your niche that would accept a featured post or a guest post from you, write for them, and then in the next stage you can drop one or two relevant links back to your own website. I've written a very detailed article on how to do this. It's called the Moving Man Method. I'll drop a link to the post in the description below so you can check it out as well. Friendly URLs. Now, these URLs are not friendly because they are very long. So basically you want to limit the size or the length of your URL. It needs to be short, but not too short. It needs to convey the message it's meant to convey. A human being is supposed to see it and know, okay, this is what this post or this is what this link is all about. But you should avoid having a very long URL because it's very bad for search engine optimization. Next, I'll be creating a robots.txt and a sitemap and upload them to the root file of my website. Now these two files tell search engines how best to crawl your website. So your robots.txt kind of limits and allows certain bots and certain robots from accessing certain files on your website. Then your sitemap, what it does basically, it helps search engines to see what your website is all about, the structure and all of that. So your sitemap is like a map. Yes, a sitemap, common sense, right? So a map of your entire site which tells search engines how to crawl your website. So I'm going to create these two files and then I'm going to upload them to the root of my website. So first I'll be installing a sitemap plugin. So I know most people will be like, oh, SEO Yoast already has this feature, but I prefer to use this plugin I'm about to install because I feel it kind of gives me more opportunities. It's more flexible compared to SEO Yoast when it comes to sitemaps. Okay, and you see automatically I get an alert by Yoast that there is an issue going on here. The thing is that these two plugins conflict each other. You can't have two sitemap plugins installed at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the notification. Then I want to disable SEO Yoast sitemap functionality and use the one that I just installed and activated instead. So here I'm going to switch off the sitemap function of Yoast. Okay, so let's see our sitemap. So the default settings on the sitemap, on the XML sitemap, it's okay the way it is, and you don't need to make any tweaks, especially if you don't really know what you're doing. So I'll just save this. So we've successfully created a sitemap, which you can access it through this URL. So this is what your sitemap looks like. So next we are going to create a robots.txt file, and to do this I'm going to do this directly in the root directory of my website. So let's go. So I'm in the root directory of my website, which is the main folder, or the root directory, the root folder of my website. So I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to create a text file, and I'm going to name it robots.txt. Edit it and add some stuff inside. I'm going to paste some stuff inside, and you can copy it as well, just the way it is. So basically, this tells search engines and other bots, it allows or disallows some robots from accessing the website, and tells it which folders are to crawl and which folders not to crawl. So I'm also going to add the URL of our sitemap as well into the robots.txt file. Save these changes. Okay, so we've successfully created both a sitemap and the robots.txt. Okay, next is performance results. We did have a C here, and as we can see, our page speed is very low. It's supposed to be within 3 seconds, but we have it going up to 10, 15, 16, 20 seconds, which should cause anybody that enters the website to leave and increase the bounce rate. Now, what usually causes what usually slows down websites, apart from the core stuff like your web hosting and all of that, we tend to, especially those who use content management systems, we tend to install multiple plugins that we really don't need. And when you install a plugin, it comes with its own JavaScript file, and then all of these JavaScript files tends to slow down the website. So that's why it's advised that you strip the number of plugins to install to a bare, very minimum, and this would consist of plugins that you really do need. Then secondly, the images that we do upload, this is something I'm going to work on right now, because images do take up a very large part of your website's load time. So that's why it's advised to compress your images. So I'll be compressing our image. Like if you look down on the list, you'd see that there are lots of images here that are uncompressed. So I'll be installing a plugin that will do that function for us. I'm going to optimize all pictures. Now I'm going to wait for it to complete the process. Okay, the compression is taking quite some time. So as it does that in the background, let's see something else. So our social results, this was the most embarrassing, because we had an F minus. Now this is because we have zero social media activity. Remember, this is a new website that hasn't even been launched yet, with just demo content on it. So these are Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. We had zero, so that's why they are all in red dots. Then there are some social shares on Facebook, 31 social shares, no shares on LinkedIn, Pinterest, or StumbleUpon. Now, as a digital marketer, what you're supposed to do is to create social media accounts on all these top social media, and then link them to the website. Most websites have links, have spaces where you can add a link, your social media links. Most content management systems as well, WordPress, most themes, they have a space where you can add your social media links. So once you're able to do that, it would fix this error that we do see here. Okay, our security is very good. That's because we're using HTTPS and SSL certificate. So it's been checked by antiviruses and it's completely free of virus. Okay, here it's telling us that our email is exposed. Okay, that it shouldn't be in plain text. We should consider replacing them with images or contact forms. Okay, that plain text email addresses can be susceptible to scrappers and email spammers. Okay, so moving down further, you would see a kind of a bullet list kind of recommendations for everything that we've gone through. So number one is execute a link building strategy. Secondly, we've done the meta description tags and all of that. Okay, then encourage page social sharing, and create and link your Facebook pages, implement an XML sitemaps. We've done that. Robots.txt file, we've done that. Server response time, we're doing that with our image compression. Social media again, Twitter, analytics. Okay, optimize images, we're doing that. URLs, remember, try to shorten your URLs, let them be as small as possible. Then Google plus social media again, alt attributes to images. Okay, social media. Okay, remove clear text email address. Alright, so let's check back on our image optimization. Let's see how far it's gone. Okay, all the images have been optimized, and then checking back at SEO Optima, you see that we now have a rating of C plus instead of D. Now that's awesome. Now remember, we couldn't do a lot more like link building and social media engagement and all of that fun stuff. Now if we had done that, would have had a much higher ranking than this. So I hope from this video that you've gotten a basic understanding of how to do a full website audit when it comes to search engine optimization. Thank you for joining me in the class today. I hope you've learned how to run a full SEO website audit. In the next class, I'll be showing you how to set up social media ads on all social media platforms. See you in the next class.